Hi, this is Art Wells with the Safe Harbor team at Keller Williams. It seems you can't go anywhere right now without hearing about this real estate market, how competitive it is, that homes are selling quickly over the list price and multiple offers. With all the news that this is generating, it's also generating a lot of questions. There are people contacting us who want to buy a home and trying to figure out how they can stand out as buyers and get their offer accepted. There's also people who are selling their home and thinking it really does matter who you list your home with, and they're trying to figure out how do you determine who is the best agent for the job to sell their home, and that it really doesn't make a lot of sense to sell what is for many people their most valuable asset with someone who only sells 2 or 3 homes a year to friends and family. So what are other questions you would ask if you were to interview agents for the job to sell your home? I have a few questions here that you'll find helpful, and also the answers that our team has at the Safe Harbor team for what we do in presenting value for our clients. One great question to ask is, what is your average number of days on the market? So the average days on market for the entire marketplace, all property types, that includes investment property as well as single family homes and condos, is 44 days to go from listed to pending and headed towards closing. The Safe Harbor team average is 22 days to have a home under contract and headed towards closing. That includes, again, all property types, and the majority of the homes that we're putting on the market right now are selling in a week or less. That's typically what we're experiencing right now. Another question you can ask is, what is an agent's average list price to sales price ratio? So it really doesn't matter what the house is listed at, it matters what it sells for. And the average home on the market is selling at 99.2% of its list price. So about 0.8% is being given up to negotiation. The Safe Harbor team is averaging 103% of the list price is what homes are actually selling for. So by presenting the home in the best possible light, negotiating for our clients, we're driving prices up to 103% of the price that they're listed for. One question you can ask is, does your agent have a dedicated team of agents who are focused on buyers so that we're driving buyers to the property? And our team does. We have agents focused on sellers and agents focused on buyers so that we can expose your property to the most buyers possible and get them in the door quickly with a sense of urgency to purchase your home. Another question you could ask is, how many buyer leads do you get? Our team gets over 150 buyer leads per month. The people we work with as buyer clients are generally going to be 8, 9, or 10 on a scale of 10 in terms of motivation. These are people who are ready, willing, and able to buy a home today. Those are the people that we're focused on working with, and so those are the people that we have available to us to get interested in your property. A great question to ask is experience. How many homes have you sold in the last 12 months? The last 12 months have been a very interesting time in real estate, and we sold 125 homes in the last 12 months in our team. We've sold 300 homes in the last 3 years, so even though the last year has been a unique season in real estate, we have experience in a lot of different seasons, and so as markets change, we'll be ready to adjust as that's happening and not be too late as things are changing. One question you could ask is, do you prospect for buyers on a daily basis? And we do. Between the hours of 9 and 11 each day, we are contacting potential sellers for our buyers, and we're also contacting potential buyers for our sellers. So if you receive a call from us asking if maybe you have a buyer if you might be a buyer for one of our listings, or if you have an off-market property for one of our buyers, we trust you won't be offended and know that we'll be doing that same work for you when it's time for us to work together in selling your home. A question you could ask an agent is, do you have a full-time staff working? It takes a lot to get a home prepared for the market, so it's presented in its best possible light, as well as getting it from when you have a contract to the closing. We have a full-time professional staff of 3 on the administrative team that will assist to make the sale of your home the smoothest process possible. One great question to ask is, what percentage of your listings sell versus expired? Some agents will take a listing that isn't going to sell. They'll pick up a lot of buyer leads, but they may have done some things at the beginning to get the listing that were not going to cause it to sell. The average in the MLS over all property types is 43.7% of homes expire. So just over half actually sell. Again, that's investment property as well as with homeowners. We list and sell the majority of everything we take. So 90.8% of our listings sell, and during the listing period, sometimes people will re-up if it's a unique property or an investment property, and it ultimately does get sold. So our numbers are actually a little bit higher than that, but 9 out of 10 homes that we list, we sell during that initial listing period. And one final question to ask them is, are you a full-time realtor or are you part-time? Right now, there is a sense of urgency and a high level of competition with so much to manage in a process that is changing every day. You do want a full-time real estate agent and their team to be working on the sale of your home. So we do have full-time agents on our team and full-time administrators to make sure that you have the service you deserve. And if you have any questions and you're thinking about selling or buying, please reach out, let us know. We'd be happy to serve you. Thanks so much.